everyone, it's Vicky here, and I've been inspired by someone I'm subscribed to who did a video on ruins. Now, I'm not going to say their name because I actually did not like their video. I like others of their videos, but this one I did not like. For teaching someone how to use ruins, it was very wrong. It was very rushed, and they didn't go into the fact of what ruins are. So for a newcomer to ruins, then this was a wrong video for them to watch, and I'm sorry that I don't agree with your video. But like I said, I'm not going to name names because it's very unfair to do that on here. I hate it when people say that they don't like something. If I really disagreed with someone, then maybe I would say their name, but because I like some of their videos and I just think this one was a bit of a rushed video, then I'm going to leave it be. But today I'm going to talk to you about ruins myself. I'm going to tell you what ruins are. Now, most of you know that ruins are, are for divination purposes and, well, yeah, basically just for divination purposes. You can use them in spells and whatnot. So this is an example of two of my ruins. Now, these can be homemade. Mine are store-bought. I cannot remember how much they were because I've had two sets of store-bought. One was pink glass, made from pink glass, but unfortunately my nephew smashed them, which was very annoying. So I bought these. These are much more durable. But I do recommend, if you have got the time and you can make your own, I would make your own, because you're infusing more energy into your own made ones, and it works better then. But I've spent many times holding these and trying to infuse them with my energies. So this is where I store mine. So I've got notes on my tablet, which is this. So if you see a bright light in my face, it's because I am on my tablet reading from my notes. I find it easy to do that these days. So this is just a bit about ruins. Now, ruins are the letters in a set of related alphabets known as runic alphabets, which were used to write various Germanic languages before the adoption of the Latin alphabet, and for specialized purposes, therefore. So that's where it came from. So the three best known runic alphabets are the Elder Flunther around AD 150 to 800, the Anglo-Saxon further, which was AD 400 to 1100, and the Forthaka. Sorry, my pronunciation of the Nordic words is not very good, and that was AD 800 to 1100. The Yorga Forthak is divided further into Long Branch ruins, also called Danish, although they also were used in Norway and Sweden. Short branches or rock ruins, also called Swedish Norwegian, although they also were used in Denmark, and the Stavelry. Right. So basically, they've come from Norway, Germany, Denmark. Sorry, I'm not very good with pronunciations today, which is really annoying. So that's that little bit for you to know. Now we're going to go on to ruins themselves. Now, rune stones are used as a system of divination, decision making, and communication. They're the magical alphabet of the north of Central and Northern Europe. So that's that bit. So according to the Illustrated Encyclopedia of Divination, the word rune means whisper or secret. Indeed, runes are thought by some to be a way of interacting with both the spirit and the living world. The system of divination by runes can be attributed to two tribes who came together and produced a combination of symbols and old signs which were found on a variety of paintings, ritual and domestic items. In the north, from as early as Paleolithic times, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, people will tell me. However, there are other myths surrounding the origins of the ruins, including the Volsunga, a northern ancestral tribe who crossed into Europe before the Ice Age. There is also a myth relating to Odin, a god of wisdom, divination, and the horde of the dead. After hanging down on the world tree for 9 days, he realized or saw at the end of his shamanic journey. How the magical and the systematic power of signs and of the mind could be put together, he took up the runes. As well as their use as an alphabet, it was their use as a divining tool, and their supposed power to call up deities, influence over fertility, crops, tides, love, healing, and curses, which led to people, as late as the 1700s, being burned at the stake for using them. Today, the use of runes seems to be enjoying a modern-day revival, with collections becoming more widely available and instruction sheets on how to use them. As the runes spread through Europe by the Anglo-Saxons, the runic alphabet, which was quite varied in number depending upon geographical location, finally became settled into a basic alphabet of 24 runes called the Futhark, which is the most common runic alphabet. So this basically, this one. The word Futhark originates from the sounds of the 6 letters. The 24 runic signs are arranged into 3 families, comprising 8 runes each. These individual families are called Ayet, singular, or Atia, plural. Each family or Ayet is ruled over by its own particular spirit or Norse god. Representatively, these entities are Freya and Frey, goddess and god of fertility and increase. Sorry for my pronunciation. I've got to remind everyone I am dyslexic, so these words do kind of sound completely wrong. Hindle, the watcher and the keeper of the rainbow bridge to the heavens. Tyr, war leader and spirit of the just. The sequence of signs in each ayet has meaning, as does each rune within it. Each individual rune is thought to be a symbolic storehouse and a magical talisman, having its own unique set of meanings, connecting a variety of things, including feelings, expressions, experiences, spirits, objects, creatures, and archetypal processes. Almost like the makeup of an inner reality, their movements in any given situation are said to be indicative of how wind, W-Y-N-D, or fate is operating in an individual affairs. The meanings of these runes are, however, quite fluid. Although all texts do give sets of associations for the signs, there is still quite an amount that is left up to the interpretation and intuition of the individual using them. So that's basically a bit about runes for you. Like I've done with tarot cards, and I did try starting this a while ago, I'm going to do the individual rune meanings and go through each one. If you have any questions on runes, please feel free to ask, because I am happy to answer them. I will put them into the groups as well for you to tell you about the 3 groups for them. So that'll be coming up as well. So I will go by each group at first. I'll do the 8 in each group. So be prepared for that. You'll have those groups coming up. I'm glad I'm doing this, because I did have a blockage on what videos to make. I actually was going to put a video up saying that I had a bit of a blockage on topic, but I'm actually glad I'm going back onto this, because I feel as though people will enjoy it and it will be a bit more straightforward, and people will actually realise that some videos are teaching them wrong, or they are a bit rushed. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Everything in this video, apart from the teachings of the runes, is my opinion. I've done research on the runes, so that's where I've got all this information from. So, and again, sorry, I apologise for my pronunciations of things. I'm not very good with that sometimes, because I'm dyslexic. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's helped a few people out there, and I hope a few people realise, again, some videos are rushed and people don't get it quite right. But this is all in my opinion, so bless it be, everybody.